This is a complex knot called the end of the line bowline. To tie it, start off by making a loop in our cord and reaching through that loop and grabbing a bight of the standing end. We're actually making a slipped knot from the standing end side, a slipped overhand. Then we'll take the working end and put it inside of that bight that we pulled through, but we'll keep our finger inside the knot. We'll keep these 4 fingers here, and we'll curve the working end back around and hold it with our thumb. This is what it looks like at this stage. We'll hold the working end tight, and we'll pull the standing end as though we were going to reduce that overhand knot. And we'll continue to pull until we feel a pop. And once it pops and pulls tight, it'll create this 3-part triangle here that is the bowline knot. So you should see 1, 2, 3, and then you have an end of the line bowline that looks just like this. I'll reduce that and then I'll show you one more time. Again, we start off by creating a loop, reaching through the loop and grabbing a bight of the standing end, creating a slipped overhand knot from the standing end side, and we take the working end, put it inside of the bight, keeping our fingers in the new loop that we've created, bringing the working end back around and holding it with our thumb, pulling the standing end as though we were going to reduce the overhand knot, and continue to pull it until it pops and tightens, creating a triangular bowline knot. It looks like this when it's complete. What you can do then is you can secure, if you have enough of this working end left over, you can secure that with an overhand knot. It's not necessary to do that, it just helps stow some extra cord if you have it. This bowline knot is very secure, will not open or close or bind. It can be used to create a running knot, which is again a simple noose which can be used to secure equipment or catch small game. By itself, it makes a loop that you can attach a carabiner into. There's a variation of this knot which we'll teach later that is called the anchor line bowline. And what that does is when you're done with it is you have a good bowline knot, except whatever loop or piece of equipment you wanted to secure is inside of it. And that's one advantage that the bowline has over, for example, an overhand loop. You don't have that option. But in a bowline, an end of the line, or an anchor line bowline, you can secure your equipment a little better. This is a really good knot. It is a complex knot. It takes a little bit of practice to master it, but it is very useful and it will not come undone. That is the end of the line bowline.